1800 hours, Abel came up from the south and joined with Army North near Hufalese. This action should help our chances at defending against this crowd push. Managed to pull the crew through with low casualties too. Thinking maybe I'll actually get through this thing without totally screwing the pooch.
So there you go, that's what Johnny Vastano has to say about Hufali, or Hufali, or whatever you want to call it. But directive to all active commanders, Allied Expeditionary Forces, launch a full counteroffensive from secured sectors into German-occupied territories, secure 6 additional targets to break a German hold on the Ardennes region, execute immediately. So yes sir. Our guys at Bastogne, we still haven't moved, so we probably should. But for now, we're going to attack Stavelot. With our guys, we have an encounter. Captain specialization is available at Stavelot. Secure the territory within 6 turns to gain access to it. Okay, we can do that. Let's see how we're looking. Man the defensives, not really useful. I've got a bunch of stuff for this, which is definitely useful. Anti-tank overwatch is useful, but the 105 is probably better. We can give these guys a flamethrower, they can build faster. Cost reduction is probably the best to go for, and this as well. Flamethrowers are nice, so that's what we'll do. We'll reinforce them, just so we can use our points, push forward, and attack Stavelot with our guys. So the captain specialization, unlocking the captain building, is free, and captain squads receive the tread break ability. Pretty cool. So let's have a look at the mission setup.
The Germans hold Stavelot and its fuel depots. They're draining the area of everything. We need to shut them down. German defenses have been seen focused around 1 or 2 main fuel points. A frontal assault will be difficult, so look for an alternate way in once you're on the ground. Now you're gonna have to move fast. They've assembled a large number of trucks, which means they're gonna try and get that fuel out as soon as possible. Anything that makes it out will give them legs on their offensive.
Okay, so basically starve them of fuel. They have infantry support guns, increased enemy veterancy, and standard enemy forces. So we're probably looking to get some tanks and stuff like that. The reason I say that is with the infantry support guns, obviously they're going to be pretty good at taking out infantry. But bringing in tanks, it means that basically negates that fact. So bringing in Shermans and stuff like that, also taking out the trucks with Shermans is a lot easier than taking them out with the infantry. Or at least that's what I've seen in the game thus far.
Despite stiff resistance by our troops, the town of Stavelot fell before the Germans' unrelenting advance. Left behind were the town's fuel reserves, which are desperately needed by the Germans to drive their war machine forward. Now the American army has regrouped and is scrambling to retake Stavelot and deny the enemy this much-needed fuel.
So that's what we're here for, and that's what we'll try and do. Let's get armored skirts on this guy straight away.
Alright, dog. We gotta get in there and stop those trucks from making it out of Stavelot and powering Fritz's armor. Let's move out!
I think that's a fair enough right there. We do have the Greyhound. It'll have armored skirts pretty good. Pretty soon, as I said the first time. And what we'll do is we'll just push straight. I mean, there's no reason not to. We'll push to this point over here, see what's going on. We'll also push the machine gun up as well. The rear echelon troops are going to have to be our front echelon troops at the moment in time. And we'll just turn this guy around so he can attack. Stop those SOBs. I will do soon, baby. But it looks like we've done damage to these guys, so it's definitely time to push up. We have the 50 cal firing, and with our guys moving in, should easily be able to take this point. So that's what we'll do. We have the flamethrower as well, which should do significant damage, and there we go, straight away, doing a lot of damage. And we do have our riflemen in here. So we'll pick them up a bazooka. You guys pick up a bazooka too. Lovely. So you guys, we now have more front echelon troops instead of having to use the rear echelon troops as our front. And we'll push up with this Greyhound. Also with the mortar, the 81mm. Looks like we're going to have to leave that truck to be as we try and push in. It will be suicide trying to push through everything. Holy shit. The hell was that? Looks like they have some kind of gun trying to take us out, but we do have rear echelon troops pushing forward. We'll also have the Greyhound pushing in as well to their side. We'll set up the machine gun so it's looking over this point to try and deal some damage. These guys have got to this position now, so we need to push them up. Our main guys have got absolutely twatted. It's time to retreat them. How's the Greyhound doing? Not great. Alright, push you back a little bit. Push the Greyhound back as well since he has a damaged engine. Hopefully these guys should be able to deal with these Fallschirmjäger. They should be able to. And we've set up a better position now with the machine gun. Come on. What's even hitting them? Oh, it's that damn thing. Okay. Right, retreat these guys. We'll just push back everyone right now. We have to hit these two guys. We'll push our mortars back to a more defensive position. We'll also push these guys over here. And when everybody is back up to full strength, we'll push in. Oh, they have a tank. What type of tank is it? It's a Lux. Okay. That's alright. We can deal with that. Right, you guys get back over there.
Heads up, boys. Germans have a truck leaving their fuel depot.
Good for them, can't do anything about it. Yep, let's get the captain, and the captain probably will help out. We also need to set up our machine gun. Oh, it's set up already, good stuff. Here comes the mortar on our side, which is good. It's not the enemies this time. And we'll just do this. 3/4 ton ambulance is probably useful, as always. Just to mean that we can easily replenish people instead of having to retreat them all the way back, which definitely makes it easier for us. We know that there's a gun there, so I want them to shoot there if they can. With these guys, there's only 3 of them left, so taking them out should be quite easy to do. The machine gun has just taken out 2 of them, leaving them only 1 left. And you can just push forward through here. Hopefully there's nobody here, and they can shoot from that position, which is nice. The Greyhound is back up to full with its armoured skirts. It also has the canister shot, which is basically a shotgun shell. And that's an enemy Lux. Let's see. No, this is a lost battle. There's no way I can win that battle against that Lux without some help from something. But anyway, let's get these guys back in the fights. The mortar will just keep hitting these guys. We can move forward once they are dead. But the fuel reserves are at 90%. We do have a fuel thing over there that we should actually push towards, thinking about it. That would be very much helpful to us. We'll get our rear echelon troops to repair this for now. And our ambulance is now here to give everybody some lovely love. You guys, just shoot there again if you won't mind. Try and take out as many people as you can, that's all we need. We'll take these 2 squads, try and move over to this fuel point. If we can secure that fuel point, that basically means that we can bring in a hell of a lot of tanks and everything, which is what we need. And we need tanks, we need stuff like that. So that's what we'll do. Let's see if there are still troops here. There probably are. Yep, there's still 2 of them on that gun, so once they're taken out, we should be completely fine. We'll push forward over here with these guys. If they run into stiff resistance, then we will make sure to pull them back. That is not stiff resistance. Okay. Right, so we'll send over the engineers to go and help these guys out. I believe the Lux will still be there. Yep, of course it is. But it has taken some damage from something. So we'll just keep our Greyhound there for now. See how much damage he can do. These guys are doing okay. The riflemen have lost a hell of a lot of health. And wow, okay, something just hit them hard. They're dead. So we'll push over here, see what we have. How's the Greyhound doing? It's about to die. So's the Lux. It's going to be close. Oh my god, are you shitting me? Alright. Whatever. Oh, that's a Puma. Okay. Right. Right, so that's been abandoned, so we can actually move up to take that. That is really annoying. Like, I don't know what to say about that. We lost the Rifleman, we also lost the Greyhound at the same time. We didn't really gain anything. Is that intel? No, it's an ammo box. But we have retreated our troops, so at least they didn't die. We're going to push forward onto this point to capture it for us. What we will actually do is get these guys over here so they can repair that, so we can use it to try and replace what we lost. We need to get our machine gunner in a position where he can cover the point, and he can cover it right there, so that's what we'll do. That's a fuel can, we'll definitely take that. Lovely. Okay. Let's just relax a little bit. The supply truck can escape as much as it bloody wants. I'm not fighting those things at the moment. We'll get some more riflemen, give them a bazooka, so we can then attack this area once again. And we'll also move up our ambulance to here. How's that doing? It's getting there. We also have our mortar that we'll just put over here while I readjust myself. And let's see. You guys need to go over here. The rifle squad are here and here to stay. We'll give them a bazooka, as I said. We also should give them grenades. Grenades are always useful. We could bring in a Stuart. That may help out. Yeah, let's get a Stuart. To try and just take out those trucks as they come and go. And they are down to 70% fuel. The good thing is, we're in a relatively decent position now with the aggression that we've shown. We have been able to secure the center, which is what we were trying to do before. We'll get these guys back up to full health. The Lux is actually back up online. All of our rear echelon troops have jumped into it, so they're ready to go. We'll chuck the Lux up there to see if we can kill this truck. And see what else we actually run into up here as well. There is somebody over here, it seems. Hello. Let's see how much damage we do. Bloody hell, that's going to take a lot of hits. Alright, just follow it. We'll follow it with that to try and take him out. All these guys are nearly up to full health. Alright, so there's the truck dead. Let's just see what we have over here. We have a bunch of troops. The Stuart needs to just push up here for now. It looks like they have nothing over here to take out the Lux. That's also a supply cache, which is good for us. What we'll do is we'll take these guys to go to take out the fuel depot. We also need you, sir. The reason we need them is, well, we need somebody with the bazooka to take out the Puma, which is there. At least the Lux is doing decent damage without taking any. We've set up our mortar into a position where he can cover, and we'll move in our troops. Riflemen first, since they are not really needed as much. Right, so we know where the Puma is now. It can see us before we can see it, of course. And the assault engineers will move in here to take out this squad here. Hopefully it works. That Puma is actually nearly dead, so these guys have done a really good job. Assault engineers in themselves have actually got into position so they can hurt the enemy. It looks like they're all running through this little area, so hopefully we can take them out pretty soon. The assault engineers themselves need to retreat. They've done a really good job though. They've basically done the job that they needed to do. And there we go, we've taken them out. So, the Stuart needs to push up here to cover this. It looks like you've taken that out, so well done to you. At the same time, what we'll do is we'll send our captain, I believe he's our captain, up there to secure that point and also to secure those wonderful resources. Let's see where this guy goes. We can send the Lux out to help out the Stuart if he needs help to attack it. And that's basically it right now. He's covering the road. You, sir, need to go over here since our captain has got there without any issue. So it shows that there's nobody there. That's a good hit from the Stuart. And now we have a lot of fuel coming in. Or at least more fuel. And that'll be the supply truck dead. Come on. There we go. So taking this position and also taking that means that we have a bunch of munitions that we can use. We could bring in some assault engineers if we felt like it, but to be quite honest right now I don't. We do need the mortar back into position. He's at 3 stars, the good old bean. He's done really well. We'll also bring the riflemen back so they can get healed up using our ambulance, and with the capture of that, the captain now gets to be with his men. He gets to come back to the center, regroup, rearm, and move forward. We'll reinforce these guys, then get them back into the fight in the ambulance. And I think we need to get a major next, just so we can get our Sherman tank on the field and make it so we completely just hold this area. Now we could use these 2 guys just to have a look around here, see what's going on. We could obviously use artillery pieces as well, just to clear out some stuff if we need to. It looks like there's some guys over here for some reason. We'll leave the Stuart there then, if they want to try and get across. It looks like these guys are dead. So we'll just push out. I'm guessing there'll be more resistance at this point than just... Oh, yep. Okay. Let's move away. Come on, Lux. We don't want you to die now. There's some enemy intel. So we'll just push this guy over here. The assault engineers should be back up here. Are they yet? No, they're getting there. But we'll move the assault engineers up to here. We found 1 intel, which is good, so we'll go searching for the other. Oh, don't do that. Just as I move the Stuart, the bloody Puma starts coming. But he's gonna die, which is good. Or maybe not. The company veterancy has increased. The Stuart needs to turn around. There we go. Take a shot. We can shell shock the vehicle as well. Or he could just die. You know, it's really up to him. Looks like they're sending in reinforcements to deal with me, which is fine. They're also attacking over here, which is probably not the best idea. Our numbers are fine, baby. This supply truck has decided that going backwards is the best idea. But that bloody Puma is going to kill us if we're not careful. Supply truck is dead. We'll just move this back here. We are taking hits over here. But we also know where that gun is, so we can hit it. Okay. So we can bring in a major. And soon after, we can bring in a Sherman. It seems like the Sherman, once you get the Sherman, it can basically just move out and just kill everything and anything that you need it to. These guys did a good job at holding this area from the guys who moved in. It would be nice to find the intel.
They know we're after the fuel cache. Lock down
They can redeploy as much as they want. We could do a white phosphorus barrage right on them. We definitely... Oh no. God damn it. Right. Rear echelons, I need you. I need you more than ever. Oh wait, this could be a blessing in disguise. Nope. I was going to say maybe I can get some artillery down, but unfortunately we can't. So there is some enemy intel there. I have no idea where the other enemy intel is. We nearly have enough. We could get an M8A1, but I think a Sherman in all regards is just better. Right, so we'll push you guys up. Obviously with the Major and his abilities, we can use a recon flight, which is what we will do. The Lux is back up to full, which is good for us. We'll also push this guy back. What does this do? Oh, we don't need to do that. We will push up some riflemen to help them, though. And if he wants to move around there, he can move around there. I do want to have a look up here, because I'm guessing that's where the intel is. So, when we get the Sherman, that's exactly what I'll do. The Sherman is not available, but it's getting hit. That's a Lux. So we have Lux on Lux violence. Let's try and hurt the Lux as much as possible with our guys. It's beautiful. Got a damaged engine on their side. We also have the Puma, which is heavily damaged. It looks like they have nothing to repair stuff with. There goes that. There goes that. We've done a really good job there. That was really well done by our men, so I'm happy with that. So, rear echelon troops. Get that gun. Then move everyone over here. Let's get you guys recharged. Let's get you healed. Let's just chuck you in there so we can maybe see the Puma if we didn't just take it out. We probably did though. Right, so the assault engineers are back up to snuff, so we'll get them over there to repair our Lux. It looks like we probably took out the Puma since we can't see him. And we'll get these guys back so we can just replenish them. I'm trying to take this as, you know, as slow as possible. And we will put the recon flight there. We'll also chuck our mortar there. Get ready with our off-map artillery and just put it right here. Goodbye. Turns out 105 artillery does a lot. Oh, well there's the other enemy intel, so we don't have to chuck the Sherman up there. We can just use him in part with the Lux, just to move around. We don't have a ton of infantry, but that's fine, we don't really need it. And it looks like we just took out some of the main threats that we were dealing with. And we can't fire the white phosphorus rounds now because we lost the crew, which did really well with them. Definitely a damn shame. We'll move the Sherman around. We have another supply truck coming in. But it should easily be taken out with this Sherman. I don't know what's going to be with it. It looks like it's a Lux. That's fine. It's going backwards. So we'll just shoot it in the ass a bunch of times and it should die pretty quickly. But we have taken all of this map. Everything on their side is taken. Definitely not stirred. And we'll take these two. Push them up to help out. This machine gunner is basically useless right now. We'll take him and put him in a more defensive posture. Just so he can cover everything. We'll get that intel, take this point, and then just push. I mean, with the artillery strike, I think we took out their main damage sources. So moving down this road, there shouldn't really be a loss. I mean, we have the intel. Oh, there is a Lux. Okay. Right, so we'll bring in these guys. Oh, of course, with the intelligence. You have to take it back to base. So that's what we'll do. Let's just move you back because we're getting rear armor hitted. So we'll just push you around there. The Lux is definitely dying, but it should be okay. These guys need to push in a more aggressive fashion. Get the rear echelon troops to sort that out. And the Lux should be able to deal with this, but we'll just move the Sherman back just in case. Just so we can just get a one hit. And there we go. So we'll repair the Lux. Push these guys forward. Assault engineers, where you at? Right, you go bring that back. Let's get the lieutenant and get the other one. Or the rifleman. We just have to make sure we capture it before we capture the fuel depot. Otherwise, well, we don't lose, but we don't get the intel, basically. So we'll move the Sherman in just to make sure that we don't see anyone. We found a Lux. I could put this whole place on anti-tank overwatch, so I'll do that. So these guys have the intel as well, so we'll just push them back. They can get in the fight once they've delivered it, but right now, no way. We'll move in the Lux. That's another Lux dead. We also have the supply truck. And he's dead. Beautiful. That anti-tank overwatch is very useful. They also had a gun here that definitely could have been an issue, but luckily it wasn't. We basically won this now, we're just waiting for the intel. We're just waiting for the intel to get back to base. What we could do is just get another Sherman, just to help us out. It looks like these guys have dropped their intel off, so we'll push them back. Put you there, put you there. If they are scrambling people, that is obviously a bit of an issue. But we have decent defenses now. We have basically taken what the enemy had, and they were dug in pretty well. So I'm not too worried about if we have to defend or anything like that. And there we go. Nope, that's a Lux. Whoa, the supply truck. That's bloody fast. I've just realised our tanks aren't in the best position to try and kill that supply truck. But we are killing the Lux, which is good. Let's kill the supply truck now. I'm quite surprised. I would think they would have less health than that, but it doesn't really matter. I mean, we're taking the points. There we go. Goodbye. Goodbye. And there we go. We have some guys moving in. They can kind of do what they want. They can move in as much as they want, but they will die just because of the Sherman and the Lux. The Lux has done real work this match. He's at 28 kills. We could put cautious movement on, but we don't really need to. The assault engineers are coming in. The rear echelon troops should probably retreat since they just took a lot of damage. This Lux has also taken a pounding. There's been quite a few times where he's nearly died, but he's still alive to tell the tale, which is nice. It would be good if the Sherman would actually kill this machine gunner. And there we go. Let's just push everyone in. We might as well. We also lost this point somehow. Oh, we have to hold the fuel depot. Shit. Okay. Well, we have two Shermans. I don't know where the other Sherman is. Let's get him into the battle. And we'll pull everyone in here. Even the ambulance. Push you guy over here to cover this road. We'll push the mortar behind everyone so it can get shots off. The Major will have to get on the front lines, unfortunately, and the ambulance. Come on, ambulance. We need to get these assault engineers back up to full health. This Sherman's been hit quite hard, so we do need to push him back so he can get covered. There we go. We'll just pull him back to there. Here comes the Major. And here comes the other Sherman, so we should be okay. We'll put the other Sherman down this road, just like we have with the machine gun, so it can cover us. The ambulance will have to go over here, so it can repair the assault engineers while they repair. We'll also turn the Lux, so its front-facing armor is, well, forward-facing. And we'll just go up here with the lieutenant to take this point. We only have to hold for 4 more seconds, so I think we're alright, unless they throw a few King Tigers at us. And, yeah. There's a good hold. We have another Lux. our Sherman, who has just entered the battle, could actually do something. Our other Sherman, with 32 kills, did a lot as well. These two are the MVPs, which I thought they would be. But we have held the fuel depot. And means that the Germans have lost a lot of fuel that they thought would be open to them. So that's always good at stopping an advance. Victory is in our grasp, all that jazz. But anyway, let's see what our man has to say. Kurt Derby. We also had the captain specialization now, which will obviously be very useful. Having 2 stars is great.
We're out here, but I can't help being proud of how hard the boys are fighting. They showed real hard preventing the Germans from securing the fuel in Stavilo. Probably saved a lot of other boys down the line. The war's still on, but I'm starting to see signs that maybe there's an end to this mess. And you know, our losses were low to boot. At the end of the day, that's really why I dragged my ass back out here. I wanted to keep as many of these kids out of the ground as possible.
So there we go, that's Kurt Derby taking Stavelot and basically securing the northern sector of the map. So next time we'll probably have to use our mechanized infantry to attack the Baston outskirts. We'll move our airborne to take Lianu, and probably take these guys to maybe assault Saint Lith, but we'll have to see. I think our main objectives are these two to the left or the west of the map. But anyway, I'll catch you next time.